Hello, everyone! Welcome to The Long Way Home, Episode 5. Oh god, we're at Episode 5. I'm your Dungeon Master, B, regular here, and I'm going to let my players introduce themselves before we get into a chill reprieve from the craziness of last session. As always, I am going to go down the order that is on your screen. So, Sleepy, give us your usual stuff, and then talk for a second about something you're very interested in today.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Sleepy or whatever the hell you want to call me. This is my channel. This is my home. This is my domain. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, please subscribe to me. You get one free subscription a month, and that way Amazon doesn't get to keep your money. Or just subscribe normally. It really helps the show. I like money. Helps me pay Juno for more art, or Brodingles for more art. And or Brodingles for more music. I want to give Brodingles more money for music. Anyway, things that I am passionate about. I am going to say one of my favorite niche hyperfixations. The one thing that I know more about than any of my friends, and I know this for a fact. I fucking love ants! I think they're so cool. I get really mad whenever I see ants in media or people talking about ants because they will 9 times out of 10 default to referring to ants as men. Ants are not men. Ants as women's. The men only exist to fucking die. I know about various different breeds of ants, and my favorite kind of ant is the honeypot ant. When they drink honey, their butts get real big and they're super duper cute, and also people eat them as a snack. You can eat the butts straight or dip them in chocolate first.
Really cool.
I have more ant facts. Do not get me started. I can already
feel... Oh shit, that's me. I'm next.
Speak.
The ants are too strong. Anyway, hi chat, it's me. My name is Juno. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Orion, whose pronouns are also he, him. You can find me on the internet at Crowva or Crowva Arts. Speaking of art, if you like the stuff you see on your screen right now, I did that. My commissions are still currently closed. They'll open up eventually at some point. But in the meantime, I have a webcomic, Back from the Brink. Also will come back from the war eventually, but you can read it, catch up. Thing that's exciting, I am starting a new world building project for fun, so all day I have been looking at plate tectonics.
Plate tectonics?
And how continents form.
I didn't know we had Spyglass Realms in the call today.
I know.
That's so not cool. A diss, by the way. That's just something our good friend Spyglass Realms would do.
No, it's crazy. It's huge props, honestly. Far beyond my skill level, but I do dabble. So that's been on the brain today.
That's so cool. You should tell me about rocks and things later.
Okay.
Who's next in the order? Brodingles!
Hello, everyone. I'm Brodingles, and that's at Brodingles literally everywhere except for on Twitch, in which I'm Amazingles because I got locked out of that account. I say that every single time. I'm still mad about it. Anyway, we're gonna cut to the chase. I have been on several rants about various things throughout the day. One of them is the concept of, the butler did it, which actually is really a thing. I could talk about that for hours. I'm not going to. The other one was the animation principle behind Disney Princess, which is another thing that I talk about very often. I could do that for hours. I'm not going to. The third thing was the social cultural context on the benefits of swearing, which I actually have started writing a paper on. I've started since August. It's been going for a very long time. I've done so much research. I have done firsthand research, but that is not what I have spent most of my day doing today. Do you want to know what I've spent most of my day doing today? Trying to figure out what fucking instrument Kristoff Bjorgman is playing when he does Reindeers Are Better Than People in Frozen. And this has lasted all day. I thought it would be a simple Google search. What is he playing? And some people, the first result is like a Reddit thing that's just like, oh, they just were stupid and they tried to do a lute and they just made up an instrument. They don't know anything about instruments. I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would a modeler take the extra time to not have a real world reference to make a random thing and then have him play it wrong, especially since they've gone out of the way to figure out that patterns and stuff for the rest of this goddamn film. They're not gonna do that. So then I spent 2 hours looking between loots. It's not a goddamn loot. So many things say it's a fucking loot. It is not a loot. It is not a mandala, and it is not a ukulele. Anyway, so I end up doing that for 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, okay, is it a sit turn? That's technically wrong. Is it a get turn? Actually, that's the closest I goddamn got. So here's the thing. The thing is, it has 3 pegs, and there's 4 single strings. I end up finding a person that recreates like Renaissance instruments. By the way, it is a Renaissance instrument. I end up finding a person who does things with Renaissance instruments, and they recreated something that was very close. However, it has 4 pegs instead of 3. And I'm like, cool, whatever. It's probably just a custom thing, whatever. So I end up running into one of my friends who manages to know a shit ton about historical instruments. They are currently still sending me goddamn messages to figure out exactly what instrument this is. Apparently, it is a regional variant of a guitar. However, it might have different aspects of different instruments of the time, because in the region there is a certain level. Anyway, what I'm saying is I've learned a whole lot about instruments of the Sami people between Norway, Denmark, and Sweden.
Wow.
Everyone, round of applause
That
for
was
one
awesome.
Brodingles.
That was awesome.
Genuinely fascinating.
They are still sending me
Holy
messages.
shit,
Though.
Brittany.
Like I am, in fact, they told me to go and do not disturb, but they are going to be sending me messages throughout the stream and told me not to look, and I knew I don't need to look because I will die.
Wow.
Oh my god. That was awesome. Becca, you're up.
Hello. I'm Becca. Social media for me is mostly personal, so if you want to chat with me, the best place to do that would be in Sleepy server. My pronouns are she, her, and so are Kithri's, the little halfling tempest cleric. Something I am super weirdly hyperfixating on is I showed my boyfriend Black Cauldron today. Disney's Black Cauldron. Most people don't know this movie exists because this is a movie that low-key almost broke Disney. It is the first Disney movie to use CGI, but again, most people don't know this because this movie was deemed so scary that Disney has, for a very long time, tried to bury that it exists. Sometimes you get little references to it here and there, but they're slowly but surely starting to acknowledge it again. Horn King was on like a Halloween float a couple years ago. Funko Pops now exist for the movie, and supposedly it might be coming to Lorcana?
Yes.
So hey, it's cool. However, the movie is based on an amalgamation of the first 2 books of the Chronicles of Brodane, Book of 3 and Black Cauldron. So if you are going to look at that, they're gonna be a little different. But it's a cool movie. It's just very atypical Disney. There is no singing. But yeah, it's cool. The magic is there, but it's like very medievally. It's neat. And Welsh.
Eat. Bubblytarts.
Hello chat. I am Bubblytarts. I use she, they pronouns, and today in the long way home, I am playing Isabel, the Mothfolk Ranger, whose pronouns are she, her. You can see me around the Sleepysheepy streams very regularly, such as on Circus of Dreams as Phoebe. Other things, if you want to support me financially, go to Bubblytarts on Redbubble, and you can purchase some prints I have of my art, as well as some goodies for Realm Jumper merch. What is Realm Jumper, you ask? It is my web series on YouTube. The first season is completely finished, and the second season is in production currently. Excuse me. It is about a young man who falls through rip in space-time and meets an alternate version of himself, and they feel like one of them is supposed to be the hero and one's supposed to be the villain of the story, but that gets complicated really fast because they don't like that. And it's a really fun show. Lots of people who you may have seen on the channel are a part of it or are big fans of it, and I really appreciate it. And things that I've been hyper-focused on recently. Quite a few things, actually. I ping-pong. But today, specifically, I've been thinking a lot about timelines. Because I think a lot about how the passage of time will affect characters, and I always try in all of my projects, both like in Realm Jumper, also in my tabletop games, to care about how long the passage of time is, because it matters to me a lot that if something has been going on for this long amount of time, how does that affect the character? especially with like patterns that people have to learn or unlearn, or how exactly how fast can a world or even just a city or a family change over the course of this amount of time, whether that's months or years. And I like keeping track of that thing, so even if I don't force my friends to care about timelines, I always have an internal timeline for everything that I do. Realm Jumper does have a timeline. I have timelines for the D&D game I finished, as well as the D&D game I'm currently running. There's a set timeline where I have exactly how long things take. I care a lot about dates, and so I have been passively, I say passively, I have a spreadsheet, which is kind of not passive anymore, that is kind of an active thing I'm doing, where for fun, to be clear, for fun, I am taking all of my friends' projects, and I'm seeing how well they mesh up against each other, because sometimes we care about each other's timelines, but like any good group of friends, we don't adhere to each other's timelines 100% of the time. And so I wanted to see where exactly do we all fit nicely together, and where do we go, hey, and then a bunch of stuff happens. We don't know exactly how, but all this stuff happens right here, because I think that that sort of thing is neat.
Yeah.
I forgot we were gonna play D&D because this music is so chill and funky.
I will go lastly and quickest. Hi, I'm D. I use he, him pronouns. I sometimes play Chrysanthemum on the Circus of Dreams every other Wednesday. You go watch that, it's good. I also am here all the time. I do things with homies. I do writing and books. You should go on the DM's Guild and purchase my stuff. You also, gonna bring it back, you should look on itch.io for my homebrew tabletop system, Multivoltavir. We did that like a ton of years ago, but it's super cute. And yeah. Things I'm interested in today. The fastest one by far, I promise. I have a lot of feelings about specifically the Aether family in Pokemon Sun and Moon in Generation 7. A lot of people have a lot of feelings about Lily, and understandably, Lily's character arc is great. But not enough people talk about Gladian's arc. Gladian's arc's really good, and also, like, damn, it's a really, really good deep dive. As an older brother, I relate to a lot of it. It's really good. I just like it. I will yap about this to anyone who's curious. Feel free to DM me at some point when I'm not running D&D. But yeah, I just like Gladian.
I raised my hand.
That's it.
I raised my
I
hand.
had my first.
I raised my
Yeah,
hand.
what's up?
I want to talk about
What's up?
Lusamine. I want to
Yeah,
talk about Lusamine. I want to talk about Lusamine. I want to talk about Lusamine.
Okay. I mean, what's your thought? What's your? You got one thought.
Woman, pretty.
That's a good thought. Anyway, that's a good thought. That's a strong way to enter into this D&D session. All right, and with that, okay. So, last time, you all snuck in to an abandoned factory / laboratory. I did not mean to say factory. Made your way with the guidance of recorded messages left by a interesting scientist named Pia, upon which you discovered a custom, quote-unquote, hybrid elemental of air and water that has just become a raging living thunderstorm after narrowly escaping it and having a very emotional moment of if we die here confessions on a elevator lift. You all hauled ass to the ship and narrowly escaped an explosion, with which you saw the wispy remains of that elemental flying away in the direction you were all sailing towards. When we last left off, you all were in the morning, like, narrowly evading this explosion. I don't want to pick up right where we left off. I want to say that you all had the chance to tell the crew what happened. If you guys have any particular important things there, we can talk about that when we get to the RP stuff. But otherwise, I assume you told people what went down, and you got the chance to rest. So,
Yes, please.
yeah, so you all have taken your sleeps. You all gotten a good rest. It is now the next day. There is no signs of anything, no signs of trouble. You all just kind of have to keep on keeping on with the knowledge of what happened there. And I imagine a lot of people have a lot of feelings about that. So that's what we're focusing on this session. Just like unpacking all the stuff. I told my players in advance to pick an NPC that they want to open on talking to briefly. So, does anyone want to volunteer to go first?
Ah! I'm sorry, I don't know why I yelled.
We're so talkative.
I'm
I know,
so...
right?
Hello?
We're
Hello?
so
Hello?
forthcoming.
Oh, I think Discord...
Hello?
I think Discord stifled me. I screamed.
That's so fucking funny. It was completely dead silent for all of us.
Oh, it's because my ping is
my God.
5,000 for a
Volunteer?
second.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
It fixed itself. Did it?
Okay.
So funny.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Cool. Well, in that case, was that Scream a volunteer?
Yeah.
Okay. Casanova, who are you talking to?
I want to talk to Anatole.
Okay. God, I...
Do I have to use the music provided? I feel like this doesn't match the vibes.
No, if you have... No, if you have music in mind.
Uh...
I have other music as well, but like... This was just chill opening vibe.
No, it's
music.
good. No, not... I didn't mean to Google Chicoa. I was getting cute music and then Chicoa.
You got Chicoa. I don't know how that's possible. But yes, Casanova. You find Anatole in the lower decks, not in that room where he was staring at the mirror. I think he's doing everything in his power to avoid that room, like the plague.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of like hanging around in his space and, you know, using his tail to kind of swing a little bit. Just kind of chilling, decompressing, you know?
Yeah. Cass, honestly, doesn't want to have this conversation, but knows that it's an important one to have, considering everything.
Yeah.
So he just kind of walks up to Anatole. It's like, is there like a box nearby I can sit on?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he does man spread, because that is just kind of his vibe.
That's fair.
He sits down, he kind of puts his hands on his knees, like, hey kid, how you doing?
Well, as good as I can, I guess.
Yeah, it's a fair enough answer, considering everything. We didn't really get a chance to talk, 'cause, got distracted. It's a nice way to put it. But, you know.
The beer probably exploded.
Oh. Can you, like, feel that?
No, it's fine. I think if it broke, that's one thing. I think point blank annihilation might be another.
Yeah. I don't know, the whole thing got me thinking. Most of us were all adults in Sage has Cinnabar. We know what we're doing when we make it back home, he says with a pointed... The quotation marks are implied. But, what about you, kid?
I don't know. I figured I would just find some shop or something that would take some hired help and make myself useful, I guess.
And he, like, brushes his own hair back. I was afraid you were gonna say that, kid. I was, hoping that
Why?
despite your amnesia, you might have still had someone to go home to. Well, it's decided then. And he slaps his legs. You're staying here.
On the boat?
On the boat.
With you?
I ain't leaving it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Good shit. Now, this doesn't mean I'm giving you a free ride, of course. Having another pair of hands around here means you gotta put work in, like Basement Son. Basement Son earns his keep.
Sleepy, if you said anything,
Oh,
I think
fuck.
I hear it.
My ping! Why is it so bad today? Stream's fine. Let me fiddle.
I heard that now. It caught up.
Okay.
It caught up.
Yeah, it's so funky.
But yeah.
Yeah. He kind of slams his, it's just like, but you're gonna have to earn your keep around here. Basement Son does. Ain't giving you a free ride, kid.
I think I could do more than base. Well, right. I was gonna say that I think I can do more than Basement Son, but technically the ship wouldn't function without Basement Son, so no, I can't do more than Basement Son, but I can do stuff.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I'm not a heartless man. And I don't think I'd be able to sleep at night knowing I, ditch some kid to be homeless. Not that, this boat is much of a home, but, it's my home. I guess now it's yours too.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, if other people are leaving, I can get a room, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Because it's that or I dump you at an orphanage, and I honestly trust that just as little.
That's fair. I don't think an orphanage will know how to handle the whole, you know.
Exactly, you're a special case, kid.
Yeah. That works.
That's...
Some way to put it.
Yeah, that wasn't my smoothest thing. I don't do this a lot.
That's okay, neither do I.
Eh. Well, then we better start learning, because I don't think either of us want to spend the rest of your time on this boat awkwardly talking to each other.
No. Really wouldn't. Well... You're still weird, but thank you, Casanova.
From the kid with the mirror twin?
Yeah.
I'm the weird one?
I mean, magically I'm weirder. Wasn't what I was meaning, though. Little shit grin.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Just my luck to get stuck with a kid in the middle of his teenage rebellion phase.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna have to deal with that for a couple more years before I crash into adulthood. Oh my god, everything's horrible.
Oh, kid, it's always horrible. Never gets better. He smirks.
No, but I can hide it with the teenage rebellion, see?
You know, I was gonna get an angsty teen or a rebellious teen. I think a rebellious teen's a bit more fun.
See, if I still had the mirror, you get angsty, but I think we're good.
Yeah. Well, I won't eat up too much of your time. We can figure out which room you get after we drop everyone off. But if you're gonna be living here, I'm not making you stay in the barracks.
I appreciate it. I also figured, after the whole... There's still the issue of whatever was in that whatever you mentioned, the lab thing.
That's not a kid problem. That's an adult problem, so how about you just be rebellious in the corner while me and the other adults take care of it?
I mean, if you're telling me to do less work, I won't say no.
I ain't saying do less work, I'm just saying don't concern yourself with, whatever happened earlier, because it ain't important.
Right. But if that problem needs to get resolved, that will require effort that I don't have to put in.
Exactly.
So, winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking after me already. Alright, this is getting sappy. Ugh.
Right.
Sorry,
Thank you
kid.
again.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay.
And Cass gets up and walks up to him and ruffles his hair. Don't worry. When we stop into town, we can use some of our earnings from, fighting for our lives to get you a new room and shit. And some clothes.
Sounds good.
How long have you been wearing that, kid?
I don't want to talk about it.
Nasty. Go wash up.
Okay.
I kind of, I ruffle his hair again as I kind of push him off.
He just sort of waddles off. You see he actually takes a moment and looks back, kind of smiles at you, waves, and then goes about his business.
Awesome. First roommate down. Sun down. I don't want to worry about that. I gotta talk to Baby Bell later. Shit's gonna get way too loud on this fucking boat. And he walks off. Not even frowning, he's smiling.
No. Anyone want to go next?
I gotta say, Cass, that was so cute!
It was really cute.
It was.
I don't know how to be a father, but I'm trying. Oh no. Well, we know who's not going
yes.
next.
Yeah. Oh no!
I got this. Let me...
B!
Wait, I can't kick Reuben from call!
B has two.
Oh, right.
This
my
isn't my
thing.
server!
Right. This is... Okay, bye.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, Juno, since I see you unmute, I assume that you still need a little bit of time, so in that case, Becca, do you want to rock, paper, scissors me?
How
Or do
would
you have a
suggest-
preference?
Both of you DM me what you're rock,
I mean-
paper, scissoring.
That's true. That's a good way to do it.
Okay.
That's how you do it, yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have a
sure.
strong preference.
I really don't.
Alrighty. Then I will...
Oh my god, women are scissoring on our D&D stream.
What?
Jesus
We are
Christ.
not!
That's a hybrid.
I was gone for like 5 seconds. What?
Don't worry
It's okay,
about
there
it.
was no lead up to that.
Anyway,
I think that helps.
They're playing rock, paper,
This
scissors.
makes anything better. That's like a side grid anyway.
They're playing rock, paper, scissors to figure out who goes next.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Bubbly chose paper and Becca chose scissors. Becca won, which means Bubbly goes first.
Alrighty.
Okie doke.
The way you said that, I thought we both, put in scissors.
Nope.
I considered it, but I was like, no, I feel like there's a chance we might both pick scissors. I'll do something contrarian, because everyone picks scissors.
We might both
and
pick
now that means I'm
scissors,
going.
so I
So
pick
I
the
just-
shit that's bad at scissors.
Silence. Well, I thought, no, it's because I always pick scissors. I'm gonna do something different.
Why would you pick the thing that beats scissors?
Shut up! because I went, okay, scissors. But I don't, I always pick scissors, so let me pick either rock or paper. And the vibes felt paper.
Anyway,
And
does
I thought to myself, maybe she picks scissors. Anyway, I don't have music that I specifically picked out for this scene. It's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty chillin' vibes, I suspect.
Okay, so then I
Because
can
who I
give
want to
you-
talk to for chat is Gwen.
do you want this
Cool.
music or do you want like Girl Next Door Deltarune?
I don't think it's girl next door moment,
Castletown?
Yeah.
so I think that this isn't too bad.
Okay.
B, what do you feel? This one or Castletown?
Keep it. I really like this. I like this.
Cool.
All right. So, Isabel, give me a little bit of a setup here. How's Isabel doing as we enter the scene?
She's noticeably more. She's been like more on edge. Like she did take the time to relax, and now she's like mostly back to normal. Normal for Isabel.
Yeah.
But if you look closely at her, it's clear that she's still a little like off. That she did get shaken up. Kind of
Mhm.
like it's almost similar to probably how she was after the fight against the dragons. It's like I am jumpy. There's nothing bad going on, however, I feel weird. So I am a little bit jumpy. A little bit stiffer than normal.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Mhm.
But overall, she's not bad. She's been like kind of nice and very quiet though. That is noticeable. But she's trying to make the rounds and check on people casually, kind of trying to return to form. And that includes checking up on the people of the crew and also our dog.
Yeah. Gwen has been tending to Blueberry as normal, sees you and just, Isabel, how are you doing? What brings you here?
Oh, I'm just doing the normal rounds, making sure that everything. Since we left so abruptly, there's the chance that something has. Well, I know that nothing went wrong as we were leaving, so I am just checking on everyone to make sure that the abrupt departure was not an issue, and to tell you to remain at ease.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
excellent. The sudden departure was fine for me, but it did wake up Blueberry. This is tragic and sad. However, I have been able to remedy the situation with an extra helping of treats. So, I believe Blueberry has been sated.
Oh well, that's good.
Yes. Ever since our business with Kip has concluded in the being in the walls sense, and Kip has become a proper member of the crew, the possibilities of poisoning our resident wyvern have decreased significantly. So I am not concerned.
Excellent news. Very good to hear.
Yes.
And you and Blueberry will shortly be. What do you do?
Presumably return back to my post. Back in Asfalani. I suppose a wyvern rider would be useful as a guard for taller buildings. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest, I didn't think this far ahead.
I didn't much either. That is all right. I realized I didn't know exactly what. Well, you could probably get any sort of opportunity that you wanted now that you were a hero of everywhere. But
Assuming
I
people
was
higher
not
rank
familiar.
assuming people of higher rank than me continue to maintain those ranks, that would be true. However, presumably, many of them unfortunately perished in the combat. Therefore, I suppose a promotion is likely.
My condolences, but also my congratulations to you then.
depending on the person in mind, I will take both in mind.
Then I do hope that you and Blueberry find something good to do. Some continued good in the world.
That would be
Even if
ideal.
it's not as glamorous. Glamorous is not the word that I should be using. I've heard Casanova use it.
No,
Not
it's
as well known as what we just did.
Thank you. I'll be real, as Casanova would also say. I think I will miss this post. There's something simple to it all. I had to do one thing, and I did it well, and I no longer have any concerns about doing that thing well.
That's a good point.
If I have to go do something else, I will have to worry about doing it well. I hope that the prestige that comes with herodom will make that easier, I suppose.
Yes, it has been a good post. It's very... The people here are also nice.
They are better than most other positions I've ever had. I like these people. Not to say that I did not like other positions or superiors. I need to be clear. I don't know.
People talk a lot more here about casual things.
I suppose that might be Casanova's doing.
Yes, it was confusing at first, but I have grown to appreciate it, even if I don't always partake in it.
Agreed. There's an honesty to it all, I suppose.
That's a good word for it.
I might consider similar positions.
Joining up with a different crew in some kind.
Something like that. Assuming I'm no longer welcome here. Which is possible.
Oh. She's like, oh, I didn't think about that. I suppose we will have an answer to that soon.
Yes. I'm not putting any eggs in any baskets until I know for certain my options, I suppose. And therefore, I'm
That
not
is
allowing myself to worry about it either.
That is probably wise, and I would do good to follow that advice. We'll see if it happens.
Agreed. And regardless, there's still work to be done. Especially knowing what we know now. So perhaps this is not quite the end of everything just yet.
To speak honestly, as you said, I don't think I would mind if it wasn't over.
I don't think I would either. However, whatever happens, happens, and I will be content either way. Regardless of what the future holds, it was a pleasure to work alongside you.
A pleasure to work alongside you as well. And Blueberry, of course.
Of course. Pats Blueberry with, more affection than her voice has given this entire time.
Uppy.
I'm admittedly, a little shaken about waking up to an explosion. However, I'm certain that will pass.
That is understandable. It was very unfortunate for everyone involved, and it was very unpleasant.
Yes. I'd be interested in knowing more about what happened in there, besides the rundown we needed based on, narrowly escaping an explosion. However, I feel like you all need some time before I probe, so be good with me to just infringe.
She nods and thinks about it. And then goes, well, I can give you a few additional things. And I feel like she gives a couple of details, like, here's what happened during the combat, or like, here's a couple of little details that you might be interested in because you are a very combat and tactician-focused person.
I see. Interesting. The potential of a fused elemental is concerning. The fact that our kingdom was funding this research up to a point is also of note.
Yes, I'm not going to speak too much on that, but it is something that is important.
Yes. Well, perhaps, should I depart, I can use my position, wherever that is, to get more information for that future problem.
That's true.
Options, like I said.
Many options. I don't think there's a wrong one.
No, the future is unclear. However, like the way home ahead of us, it'll become clearer as we get there. Therefore, no reason to worry now.
Very true.
Thank you for the conversation.
Of course. It was very nice to sit down and chat.
Agreed. We have some time, some days before we arrive, I suppose. We may have the chance to do this yet.
If you're not too busy, I think I would like that.
Excellent. I will inform you of my schedule.
I will look forward to it. And now I will leave you to your work.
Thank you. God, Gwen is so hard to for me. Oh my god. I have to Percy King so hard.
Excellent work.
Oh. But yeah. With that, Gwen tends to Blueberry, waves you off, and seems to, despite her words, rattle hypotheticals in her mind a bit.
As we all pretend we don't do so.
Exactly.
I'm not overthinking it, she lied.
Exactly. So, per the rock, paper, scissors, Becca, are you going next? Question.
I can.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
Music.
I didn't think to come up with anything, so if
That's
you
okay.
have any ideas, that's cool.
This-
Otherwise, we can stick with the really cool, calm Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
I'm really digging the Calm Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, so...
Well, one, the number of times I just let this scene play as I played the game, just because the music is so good.
Fair enough. Well, if you're enjoying the music, then I see no reason to change it.
Nice and
Oh my god.
nostalgia warm.
Oh my god, I have to get Gwen out of my fucking vocal cords. But yeah. Kithri, where are you this realistically afternoon, because you guys slept in the morning?
She probably first goes to the med bay and just kind of checks in on all of that.
Basement son, by the way, none the wiser.
Yeah, definitely checks on Basement Son because we really kind of pushed him. We really pushed him very early and suddenly.
Yeah. Basement son's doing fine. Just chilling.
Cool. He's glad he's okay.
Neat.
A little, maybe gives whatever kind of little treat that she's able to give. She might give a little extra, just after seeing what Pia and them did. But eventually, she's gonna go try and find Ori and chat with Ori.
Yeah, I think Ori has been, well, considering it was kind of a everyone slept weird day. I think the ship's kind of running on the equivocal of skeleton crew. Of whoever's awake, do what you need to, you know? So I think she's just tending to some minor cleaning and business when she sees you come from the med bay and is just, oh, hi Kithri. How are you doing? I was worried that when everything happened.
Yeah, I'm sure watching us with an explosion on our tail was probably a little alarming.
I mean, you got thrown on the deck.
Yeah.
I had to... I don't think I'm capable of that normally. I think that was... I don't know what that was that possessed me.
Instinct.
Something like that.
Yeah, I owe Cass a good punch to the gut for that. I mean, okay, I'm grateful that
Uh-huh.
he helped me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that did happen.
I really didn't appreciate being carried like that.
Well, yeah. I couldn't imagine why.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Of note for later.
So, what, how's,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about that we're almost home? Well, you know, back to where we started at least.
Right. Be honest, I'm not entirely sure. It kind of feels like we still have stuff to do. Now, especially. But... I don't know. I'm sure it's nice for some people. I just kind of... can't really stand it.
What? Staying in one place?
I can stay in one place if it's a place where something's happening.
I can get that. Part of why I'm here is because I couldn't really stand the monotony of home.
It's a good story. The one you told me.
Yeah. Look, if they didn't want this to happen, they should have never let me go fishing with Uncle.
How did it go again? I mean, I know, but, you know.
Well,
It's better when the person who lived it tells it.
you know, we live on the beach, right on the coast, in a nice little coastal town, and Uncle was a fisherman. He took me out one day, and a storm blew up. And this was, on the water.
Right.
Actual, like, water boat, not like, sky boat. And there's just, it was scary, but, like, it was also magnificent, and, well, I think that's the first time I really ever felt that connection to the storm. But I realized that I needed to be out here, there, widely, awkwardly gestures to the general everything. And now here I am, years later.
And now you're thinking about the fact that it's probably going to end.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be so attached.
I don't think anyone expects to get attached.
Like, I've been on other crews. This isn't this isn't really my first time doing this.
Uh-huh.
There's something about this one.
Barring the obvious, she kind of gestures to herself.
That is definitely one of the things that makes leaving difficult.
I mean, I thought it went without saying, but if you want to be, I'm cool with going wherever you're going.
I do want us to, if you're cool, I wouldn't mind us trying a little more togetherness.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
I do. On our way back up from there, in that lab, everyone got. There was a real big concern we weren't going to make it.
I mean, I can understand why.
It kind of came up that a bunch of folk didn't really know where they were going after this, and hadn't actually planned for an after this.
I mean, it's almost sensible to not, you know?
Cass even admitted he really likes us around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could have told you that, but fair enough.
Yes, I know you read people incredibly well, or
It is kind of my job.
yeah, I know. But I wouldn't mind sticking around here if he'd have me. He's not the worst.
I was convinced you were going to say someone has to keep him alive.
Oh, that too. Oh, I maybe a little bit is maybe a little part of it too is just he's someone who can be so capable, but also I get himself into the most trouble. I don't get it. It's do you think it's like a rich person thing?
I don't know if I would say that.
He's far wealthier than like most people I know. Like, I mean, I know like my family we do okay, but like.
I mean, we don't know the status of the boat.
True. I guess I assume people who own boats are,
Could be stolen.
You're right. I could totally see him stealing this boat.
Right? But like, wouldn't that be kind of fun?
Yeah. Oh, that would be very fun.
Little grin. And like that. I think you might hate to admit it. I think being a little open to trouble might be something you share.
That's because someone has to keep these idiots alive.
Uh-huh, and that entirely had nothing to do with the emotional backstory of seeing the rage and power of nature and wanting to be part of that.
Okay, that too.
It's okay to admit it. I think it's, well, it's one of the reasons I'm here. You know?
Yeah. We all chose to go on this adventure. We felt that call to help people,
Mhm.
to try and be a part of something. But
Sounds like you found your something.
a couple of somethings, I think. Like bumps shoulder.
I meant in a cosmic sense, but fair enough.
Cosmically. More groundedly.
Mm-hmm. Well, the way I see it, you don't have a lot of time to make your feelings on this known.
Gonna have to tell him that I care.
You have to tell everyone that you care.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll cut you a deal.
Okay.
Consider it a challenge, even. You talk to Casanova and the others. Figure out how that's gonna go. Even at least put the idea in their brains. And, well, I'll hang in the background and make sure that things are a little more restful for you going forward.
Alright. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I need to eventually go find the rest of them.
Sounds like it. But I noticed the eventually. Do you need a little time first?
Yeah. It's nice smooth sailing right now. Wanna just hang out?
Something like that. And she just kind of grins and walks to your shared space.
Kithri
Good.
cares so much for these idiots. They
Yeah.
drive her up a wall, which makes it hard for her to tell them that.
We gotta hydrate or dihydrate. Okay. Next up, we have either Bro or Nuno.
I can go ahead, go. I'm mentally prepared.
Please go,
myself.
my dog has decided to scream.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's full of
Screaming
rage.
Dog. There's a dog.
Photograph
at
the
the
puppy.
shack.
Photograph the puppy. Photograph the puppy.
He's in the other room. He's just yelling. He's not in here.
But I love Hank.
I don't know. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but
It's not.
No, but it's great.
amazing.
You light up every once in a while, but we don't hear.
Anything, yeah. But yes, Reuben, where were you this lovely lull between afternoon and evening where, because everyone kind of slept in?
Mm-hmm. Oh god. Yeah, no, Reuben's not in their room, which is typically where they are most of the time, or at least where they tend to do business. It actually seems as though, like, it seems as though since Awake has been, like, kind of just going back and forth on deck. Occasionally kind of settles at, like, around a barrel and just kind of sits near it or on it.
Yeah.
it's been like an in thought kind of thing.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so great.
You're good. You're good. I think most people wouldn't bother someone clearly kind of in their thoughts.
Mm.
However, there is one Fae who would absolutely do so.
And that is the person we need to be speaking to.
Yep. Making his way above deck from wherever he was, Kip kind of sees you and just goes, Reuben, hello.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi. He seems to have completely taken to it, no issue.
I'm so glad.
Something on your mind?
Well, isn't something always on my mind? No, that's not. Well, yes, but no, but yes.
I mean, something's usually on everyone's minds, but yours seems a little pronounced.
But yes, but no. But, I don't know. I just I've been taking a lot in. A lot of things. There was an explosion. That was a thing that happened.
I was asleep when that happened. Yeah, it was quite the wake up.
Yeah. No, there was an explosion and a dragon, and everyone was going back and forth, and then we all thought we might die, and
I feel like that's a reasonable assumption given the situation you're in.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I don't know. It's not that this might seem like a complete, out of nowhere kind of thought, but why do you want to go back to where you're from so bad?
You see him find a much smaller crate and plop himself on it and think for a moment. It's one of those things that I know, but verbalizing it is quite tough. I just kind of feel it, But if I had to think and put words to it, I guess, well, I'm an older Fae, as you can see. And when you're as old as I, you've lived long enough to make bonds, connections. And I will admit, the people here have been kind to me. I have formed the beginnings of those bonds here as well, I suppose. But, and not to say that those are of less value. Nothing of the sort. Just
Yeah, but you're old and you just met us a few days ago.
Exactly. I would love the chance to occasionally run into you all and continue to speak. I mean, you all did me quite a service. And I will admit the food's good and the people kind, and that's really all you can ask for in life. But the connections I have home are deeper. There are people who miss me, and I miss them. And I think it's as simple as that.
I've never had that. I don't think anyone misses me, and I'm fine with that, really. I don't really miss most people. Most of the time.
Is
But
that most of the time leaning somewhere?
Maybe? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess since it is something that I don't know how that feels, and I don't know if I feel it, but something's weird.
Would you like me to try and describe how I feel and see if it matches?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Let's see if you can follow me on this.
Okay.
Imagine a brand new day. You've woken up in the morning and you decide to stay in bed and listen for a little. Just listen. What are the noises that you imagine?
Uh, I mean, sometimes I think of birds, but I don't think that's me thinking of birds. I think that's people telling me that they think of birds. Um, right now I think of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I think of little creeks. Uh, Sorry, I got lost. We're just talking about sounds right now, yeah?
Yes, but those sounds can have things attributed to them. Someone's voice, a clanging of some sort, anything.
Hmm.
This is... It's more to prove a point. You feel free to elaborate and go forward.
Okay. I don't know. I think... I think when I wake up, I'm used to the sound of wind, and I'm used to the sound of little creeks everywhere where things are settling. And I think of... There's always a smell, but it's very specific. It... Oh. I'm not going to be presumptuous about where I think you might be going. But if I were to summarize, it would just be true. I just think about being here.
He gives you a very genuine little old man smile. Would you like to know what I think about?
What do you think about?
I think of the sounds of birds, but that's mostly because I hear them very close. There's already music somewhere. I'm sure where, doesn't really matter from where. People are bustling, things are moving, there's color. It's almost manic, but in a good way, a home way. That's the Feywild. And I think of my little chair that I left, and I like my chair. And I think of the books I have, and I think of the tea I can brew. And that's what I think about. That's what I hear. It's what I imagine when I wake up. Even here. Sometimes I mistakenly think that I still will wake up and find myself in the Feywild. That's not entirely true. You know, I imagine it. Sometimes when you have those weird dreams where you wake up, you know. But I'm a firm believer that home is the place, even beyond the platitudes. It's the place that you always imagine being comfortable. And maybe that's nowhere in particular. Maybe that's just with someone or next to someone. That is that comfort. Doesn't really matter. That's not necessarily at you, it's more just grandly speaking.
No, it's a grand scheme kind of thing. I guess.
Exactly.
I guess what I'm thinking is I'm always moving. You know, I haven't really. I think this is the longest I've been a place in a very long time.
Yeah, I'll tend to do it to you.
But yeah, no, I guess. I guess if I were to think about what makes me feel some kind of way, or what I think about when I wake up, or what I think is where I'm comfortable, well, it is always moving. It is always being somewhere else. It is. I don't know. I guess I tend to not feel. That's not true. There's a different kind of comfortability, I guess, depending on where I am. And I kind of always feel comfortable where I am. And
That makes sense.
yeah.
I don't think that's wrong at all.
I don't really either. I never thought about it before.
Well, it's important to think about, especially when you're making a decision like this. Of what comes next and all. Yeah, I I will admit I kind of figured that was where this was going.
It wasn't.
Oh,
It
well,
wasn't. But now that you bring it up, oh no, that's the thing I have to think about.
well, I have two thoughts for you.
Okay.
On the one hand, you seem like the kind of person where if you made the decision and felt it, that it was time to move on, that you would be happy with that decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would still miss it, but recover and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's no shame in that. Some people live a life on the road. Some people live a moving life. And that's okay. There's beauty in that. Do not get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
My other point, however, I think even if that's what you decide to do, it'd be nice to know that you have a place you're welcome and a place you can go. And I think it would be nice to know you have people who care about you. Almost more important than place or anything else is the bonds you form. I imagine those things in the Feywild not because, oh, habit has made them normal to me, and there's a little of that, I suppose, but because I feel things about those places. I feel things about the stuff I have and the things I enjoy. They bring me comfort, and, you know. So I think more importantly than, oh, the place for the place's sake, it's the bonds you connected to it. And even if you're not there physically, you can still feel that in some way.
And I'm being genuine when I say this. I'm dropping Reuben for a second to make sure
Yeah.
that you understand that Reuben is being genuine when this is
Yeah.
said.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just realized a lot of people might miss me, and I just never thought about it.
It's a tough thing to consider. You
Oh, no.
are...
Well, I don't know, I guess. I guess it's nice to be missed.
No, but there's a level of... I don't want to say responsibility, that's not the right word, but you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
There's a... Those bonds are two-way, is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think some people would know that you're the kind of person who move forward, and just because those bonds aren't there today, not there the same way, doesn't mean that they don't matter or never mattered. I think it's a very mature thing to think. Some people may not think that way, and that's, well, person to person, you know?
Yeah.
You, at the end of the day, are not responsible for how other people feel about the way things go, but the thing you are responsible for is, now that you know this information, now that you think about it, are you going to change anything? Is there anything that you need to change? I don't know.
I think I might get a little better about maybe sending a letter once in a while, if I just think about it.
You know, that's an effective middle ground.
I can't make myself miss someone, but
No,
if I know they miss me, I could at least check in every once in a while.
I think that those people would like that. I can't make any future decisions for you, obviously.
Obviously.
But, yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I hope you're happy when you get back to the Feywild, and thanks for listening to me.
Thank you for letting me talk. And if you would like, I'd be more than happy to, if you're willing, before we part ways and we can figure something out, I'd be more than willing to write you a little bit here and there to remind you.
That would be very appreciated, actually.
I don't have much else to do, so I'll make sure that happens.
Yeah.
And if your wanderings ever take you to the Feywild, do let me know.
Probably eventually. The things just
That's fair.
happen to me.
You know, that's completely fair. Again, whether it's actually the place or just the connections to the people, ultimately, whatever choice you make should be the one that makes you happy.
Hmm.
And I understand that that's a very vague notion. But ultimately, it's not a decision I can make for you, is what makes you happy. But it is one you should think about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with things that vague, it gets very, person to person.
Person to person, thought to thought. I prefer things being direct, but I think this is the most direct we're gonna get.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I figure a lot of things out all the time, or I don't, and then I'm okay with it. And I think that's part of the. It's not a problem, just part of the puzzle.
It's a thing that's true about you, and you can figure out what to do with that information accordingly.
I can. I want food.
You should get food.
Do you also want food?
Sure.
It's like, what do you want, Reuben? Food.
said with the tone of someone who absolutely has already had a stack of pancakes. Sure.
Oh god.
I think that's the perfect place to leave that.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah. Juno,
Hello.
where is Orion?
I wanted to speak to the captain, so I think I'm gonna head over to wherever the captain is, be that in his quarters or if he's up by the helm.
I think he's at helm duty today.
Okay.
Mostly on account of everyone else's.
Everyone else is talking. Everyone's yapping.
Everyone needs to decompress, so he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this solo today. And he just kind of sees you come in. Ah, Orion. Here for your post and whatnot.
Yes, Captain. I just know we're getting close to land soonish, so I figured I would stop by to see if you needed any more adjustments in the navigating.
Well, feel free to take a look. I'm mostly comfortable as we get closer, but I'm appreciative of your opinions.
Of course. And Orion will start sort of not lazily, he's doing a good job about it, but just casually going over the
like any other day.
The notes. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that the captain wants to say something, but is also like, is this too weird to drop on you, you know?
Is there something wrong, Captain?
I have a question, but I don't know if it's a weird one to ask, especially with everything that's going on.
I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to answer if I can.
We're dropping the people off in Asfalani.
Yes.
Is that where you want to be dropped off? I mean, I know you're from a different kingdom, so I don't know if we gotta, like, make a different stop, you know.
Right. I can probably make my own way from there if I need to. But it's not too much further to head to take the ship there afterwards. If that's not trouble.
No, it's not. I guess I just wanted to know what you wanted to do.
If I'm honest, Captain, I don't really know. It's been some time since I've been home. I don't know how things have changed since the war has quieted down. I don't know if I'm needed where I would be most needed.
Is that what's your deciding factor? Where you're most needed?
Well, it's good to be helpful. I'd like to help where I can. I originally left home because I thought I would be more useful somewhere else besides the castle and all of the, you know. I didn't have much to do, as my siblings tended to handle everything that needed to be done, so there wasn't really much for me there, I guess. But who knows? Things have changed. Maybe that's changed too.
I mean, unless the dragons attacked your home, I don't think that would change all that much. Being blunt here.
Maybe you're right.
Can I ask you a weird question? It's an old man question.
I mean, you've already asked one weird question.
Fair enough. I guess we're in it now. Ryan, do you know what you want? Like, not of this conversation, just like in general. Like, you're a navigator. You know that to get where you're going, you need a guide. So I guess I'm asking, what's your guide?
Yes. I suppose I just go where I'm needed, but that's not what you're asking.
Yeah, let's say
I don't think I've had to figure it out for myself before.
Do you wanna?
I mean, maybe. But also that's new, I guess.
Yeah. Uncharted territory, right?
Yes. It's not wise to sail without a map, like you said.
True. But even without a map, there's some things that are always true.
How do you mean?
You're the star. You're the star person. Even if the map was gone, you'd know which way was north, right?
That's true.
Sometimes uncharted territory's gotta be crossed. So you stick to that guiding light, right?
Yes. Yes. You'll make it somewhere eventually.
Much the same when you get older. I'll be honest with you. As someone who's about to retire and look like a hero, I had no idea what I was doing anytime I set sail. I just knew that I liked it, and I kept doing it until I stopped.
Right. Yes, I suppose there is something freeing about that. Not having, I guess, any direction set for you.
Well, here's the thing. I knew that I liked sailing. I knew I liked being a captain. and I knew I liked doing adventures. So I just kept doing them. You don't know what you like yet. That's okay. No one really does, especially not at your age. Maybe you have some ideas. Maybe you know some things you like, but time changes people. Things change people. The you are today would probably answer the same kind of questions different from you 10 years ago, right?
Right. Yes, if I'm honest, I'm sure I'm probably the same age as you, honestly. Elves are strange.
Probably.
Probably, but I don't have the life experience that you have. This has been my first adventure away from home.
Did you like it?
I think so. I mean, it's hard to say that about, being in a war, but
No, but
the other parts were nice.
exactly. Let me ask you a question. I know I already said that, but
Third question is fine.
say you were to find yourself, day before you hopped aboard, debating one last time, are you actually about to do this? You could still turn around. Say you decide to go on a trip, just a personal little bit sabbatical, now you're back. You have every opportunity to not board the Lady Adventure, to never see what happened over there, never be here right now. If you now could see you then, would you tell yourself to do it?
I think so, yes. It definitely has not been easy, but I have learned a lot, I think, more than I realized that I ever could.
Would you like to keep learning?
I would.
You want to know the dirty secret, Orion?
What's that?
Not knowing what you want yet? Pretty damn good guiding light. Doesn't sound like one. But you know what that puts the onus on you to do?
To figure it out?
Yeah, try. Like you said, you got a lot longer of a life than I do. If I had your lifespan, the trouble I'd cause.
Yes, I suppose I don't need to rush things.
Nah. If you're ever needed, they'll find you. The people in charge of your kingdom are some of the most that's one of the most powerful, oldest kingdoms that's ever existed. They've got the resources. They probably know where you are, to be completely honest with you.
Yes, I did leave a note before I left.
Yeah.
And even without that, I'm sure they'd be able to track me down anyway.
And I'm sure that if they needed to, they would have stopped at any of the ports we landed at. We didn't change course for nothing.
Right.
They knew the ship. They knew the way. They knew where you were going. They could have stopped us at any point. They didn't. Clearly not that urgent.
Yes, I suppose that is a reassurance, in a sense.
Plus, they could have always just written you, or sent you something via magic.
Yes, if it's important, I'm sure I will hear about it in some way.
Not saying cut them off cold turkey. Reach out, talk to them, be in their life in the way you can be. But I don't know. You've got time. And you've got a group of people who are willing to make some mistakes. So, why worry?
Enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Exactly. I don't think that necessarily has to end when we land. Guess that's my point. Even if it's not with this crew of people, even if it's not on the Lady Adventure, I think you owe it to yourself, and to that guiding want of learning, discovering, maybe making some mistakes here and there. I think you owe it to that to not let up after one try, I guess is my point.
I understand, Captain.
That's ain't in order, by the way. Just, I guess, some
No,
advice.
I appreciate the advice.
And then again, maybe, if you think about it, you'll realize the thing you want is none of what I just said. And at that point, hey, you know what you want, right?
Right. No, yes. If it ends up not working out, I do
You
have a
made a
place I
mistake.
can go back home.
Exactly. You're in a good position, is I guess my point. Maybe a better one than you realize.
Yes. I guess it's easy to forget.
True. There's a lot happening in the day-to-day. It's easy to forget.
Yes, we've been busy.
I don't think it's over yet. But it will be soon.
Not soon enough, I don't think.
That's a matter of perspective.
True, I suppose this is your last ride.
I have too many people who'd be too worried if I decided to go for one more.
That we should take our time to enjoy it then.
Exactly. I'm expecting a going away party.
Oh, right, yes, we definitely need to start preparing that then.
I'm kidding.
Still, we want to do something nice for you. I do, at least.
Well, I appreciate it. That said, this ain't my ship. So, whatever
Yes,
decision you make,
It's not.
whatever decision you make, not taken up with me.
Yeah. Thank you, Captain. I'll think about it, I suppose, and figure out what my next step should be.
Good. And even if you decide not to decide yet, it's the decision.
In a roundabout way, yes, it is.
Oh, hey, Orion. I actually do have one
Yes.
thing I need you to do.
Of course.
I need you to stand up, walk on out of here, and actually breathe a little bit. You've been through a lot, and I can see when someone's trying to bury themselves in their work.
Yes, I suppose so. You've always been far too good at reading people, Captain.
I think I'm a little too old for people to surprise me.
I'll get some rest.
Good. It's what I wanted for everyone. So, you're included in the everyone. Have a good time, Orion.
Yes, you as well.
I plan to. And you just see him kind of lean back in fear, and he just kind of smiles with the smile of someone who feels right at home where he is. And I think that's a lovely spot to leave that.
Yeah, that's fun. Ryan heads off to his hammock to actually get some sleep.
Good. So, how are y'all feeling?
Emotional damage.
I love them.
They're also
Yeah.
important.
So, Hmm?
I
Yeah.
like- they're great. They're awesome.
So, you all get your time to rest, spend your time with the people you care about, in some people's cases. But I feel like eventually, you all kinda know you're gonna need to check in with each other again.
Put my fingies together.
Yeah.
I think.
So,
Oh, I was gonna say, Cass.
no, I was gonna say, sorry, I leave that to you.
Cass had an idea on how to lure the guys in.
Oh.
He's writing a song. He is sitting on the deck. Hallow gave me the idea of Cass knowing how to play the accordion, so fuck you, that's canon now. And I maybe was thinking about Edgin Darvis a little too hard. And I preface this, and I wrote this within the past 5 minutes. And I'm not a lyricist. Maybe I wrote a tiny little beginning of a ditty.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
It's not good.
Hello?
I don't know how to do this. I'm bad at poetry.
From the heart. That's all that matters.
It's from the heart.
Just
It's from the
just read
heart.
it.
No, I can sing. I'm just embarrassed. I'm very shy. But I had to prep if homies are okay with you.
Of course.
Put my figures together.
It's your stream, my guy. We can't stop
No,
you
it is
legally.
not. It's B's stream.
It's your channel.
Does
Your
not
channel.
matter.
Actually, you know what? I have an idea.
What? Did you just redeem song time?
I did.
Oh, my Hallow did too.
Perfect.
Impatient guys! It's not good. So be kind to me. I feel like, listen, I'm blaming the not goodness both on, I wrote this within the past 5 minutes, and Cass doesn't know what he's doing either, but it feels like a good idea to draw people in. Because he doesn't, listen, it's too hard and emotionally, Brodingles!
I never used mine, so I just figured.
Go, my chat.
Cass is, I don't know what I'm
Guys,
Now you already
guys.
agreed. Continue, please.
Cass doesn't know what he's doing, and I don't know what I'm doing, but fine. Bleh. But he is sitting on a barrel, subtly. He's got one leg up. He's got the accordion that, fuck you, he does know how to play. I don't have an accompanying track, but, by tooth and tail we had to set sail, the lady adventure she must prevail, for dragon so dreary about to take flight, for kingdom and man we join in the fight. Yo-ho, you hear her call, the lady adventure, the fairest of all. Yo-ho, hold on to the mast, the bastards are burning, we can't let them last. That's all I got.
Yippee!
Oh, I'm gonna lose my
legitimately
mind.
Awesome.
But
Yippee,
Cass
yippee,
is
yippee.
singing that and making notes and hoping people need to just like this will surely surely they'll gather. Surely my siren song will work.
And you should understand the internal need of hears thing, starts clapping, then starts going towards noise.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So does it work?
It definitely
I
works, I am
autistically
saying.
stare at you all.
Yes, I think it does work.
I appear behind you eventually.
I see it.
Not
I'm
a
up
bit-
here.
You turn around, she's there.
Oh my! I didn't see you all there.
We came towards the noise.
Well, I don't know if I would call what I was doing noise, but
It's pretty nice.
It was. That's true.
Good
It was
noise.
good. Good sound.
Well, I know it's Ori's job, but someone who is, we all have different tellings of the story and the tale of when a group of ragtag heroes topped on a boat and helped kill a bunch of sky lizards.
Gizzards.
Skizzards, yes.
Gizzards.
That's a more fun word than dragon.
Gizzard.
But on the topic, I don't think we can keep dragging our feet for much longer. We should talk.
Okay.
I don't know how we became a little group. It's just one of those facts of life and things that are always true. Like, Like the fact that Orion will always blush if you talk to him when he's not looking.
What?
See, look at him, he's purple.
I'm always purple.
You're blue, dear.
He becomes even more purple.
Aww.
Or that Reuben will always be filled with incomprehensible knowledge that just so happens to fit whatever situation you're in.
Did you know that blue and purple are very similar?
Or that Kiki has the strongest punch in all of the small folk.
I owe you one, but I'm gonna let you have your moment.
Or that Isabel is the best damn soldier this side of the world.
He looks at you with big eyes. Do you mean that?
I do. Like you haven't saved my ass plenty of times.
Her little antenna they go down in the "Aw."
And like how my ass does not know how to talk to anyone on a deep or emotional level. So I'm going to ask one of you to take over for now. Now that I've buttered you up.
Oh. I suppose that's fair. Does it have to be
ask
me?
who's the most emotionally stable, and then Reuben gets like halfway through that sentence and looks directly at Kithri.
Okay, I'm getting the sense that, tag I'm it.
If you'd like to be. I can keep talking, I just can't promise it'll be any good.
Let's see if I can figure out where you are. Let's see if I've been around you long enough that I can speak Casanova.
He smiles. Did you know it's a romance language?
Okay. That was really good.
Well, it's a good thing you're so pink.
Color of roses and the finer things in life, I'd like to say.
So, Kithri, how do you talk emotionally?
Well, you sit yourself down, and you get your head out of your ass, and you speak from the heart.
Bold words
Casanova.
coming from you, little Miss Ostrich.
Casanova found out he cares more about this crew than he ever expected. I think that goes for all of us.
Does it now?
Yes, I don't think any of us were really expecting the little, community we formed here.
You could probably say, near-death experience does that to people. But, and she glances at Reuben, for most of us, maybe we're not ready for this to end.
I feel as though I'm being pointedly looked at.
No, I'm trying to be considerate of your feelings. You've always been singular, Reuben. And I mean that nicely.
I mean, you're right. I really am normally just by myself. And you know what? I don't know if I'm... I think I'd be okay when it does, but that doesn't really mean I want it to. So that's fun.
I think that's fair.
I think I'm scared of better than okay.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a familiar feeling.
I mean, just okay is safe, But better than okay, that's a gamble, I guess? And it's a chance, and it's something you could miss. Eventually. Or lose. Okay is safe.
I suppose I've never had to think about losing something before.
It's far
I've
easier.
never really cared about it before.
It's far easier to give things up. That used to be my motto. I've given up a lot of things to be delightfully content and free. But people are bonds and ties, and the more weight something has, the more it sinks. Unfortunately for me, I'm a fish and the ocean has always been my home. So, perhaps it was inevitable that my head could not stay in the clouds forever. It was nice while it lasted. I don't know how I feel about the Lady Adventure continuing to be filled with people. It's an odd thought. She's my home. And he kind of runs a hand along the wall. When I had nothing, I found her. She was my lucky break, my new love when I lost my first, the sea. I've always been a drifter. Well, as long as I've been adult, I've been a drifter. I've mentioned it in passing and in the lab, but I abandoned my home. I have little desire to join the military. And I have maintained that fact about myself my entire life, despite going on this adventure. Have I ever told any of you how I acquired the lady?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
A lottery. And he smiles.
Oh,
Like, you just won her?
Exactly. Unbelievable, it's true, but when a man has nothing, he has his luck. I am not a gambling man, but I'm not a fool. If I'm not putting in too many chips, I'll buy a scratch card. Though this wasn't a scratch card, well, she's worth more than her weight in gold, if you ask me. She's the very embodiment of my luck and freedom. And she's always just been her and I. And Basement Son, but he's the package deal with the boat. I've never shared it. I didn't want to ever share it. It was, the government of just about every kingdom I visited that demanded that I donate my boat to the cause, and I wasn't about to separate from her even if they offered me a large sum of money. That's why I came along. They even gave her a captain. I was upset, to say the least, that someone else could captain my vessel. I still don't think I see eye to eye with the old coot, but I tolerate him. Baby Bell.
Yes?
I already offered Anatole a place on the boat. And I offered you one previously, so... There's a room for you waiting, if you so desire.
I think I might take you up on that. If you will still have me, then I will put my services towards the Lady Adventure. I don't have any other opportunities as far as I am aware, but even if I did, it'd be very nice to continue here.
Well, welcome to your first taste of freedom then, friend. It's liberating. He smirks, kind of gazing at the rest of them like, so, what are you all gonna ask?
You're a lot, Casanova.
Thank you.
You are flamboyant. You are sometimes... No, not sometimes. You are incredibly frustrating.
It's passion.
You're vain. But you're a good man. You're a good person. And you care for people, even though you don't like to show that you do.
I'm showing it for once. Enjoy it while it lasts.
You are. You're also foolhardy. And sometimes you take your adventurous self a little too far.
I'm now starting to doubt if we're having an emotional moment or if you're just shitting on me.
Someone needs to make sure that you're not going to get yourself and Isabel and Anatole killed.
Ori told you that line, didn't she?
Maybe I feel that way as well. Because I do care about all of you idiots. So, if you're cool and would like me to stick around to maybe make sure you don't get yourselves into trouble, be happy to.
Cass thinks on it for a moment, then gets on one knee, takes Kithri's hand, and kisses it. I would be honored, my lady.
He pats him on the head. Don't need to be
That's the
weird
sweetest
about
I've
it.
ever seen. That's the sweetest I've ever seen you two be with each other.
Yes, I was almost certain you were gonna get punched in the face after that.
There's still time.
I should stand up then. And he pops up.
I will be honest, I don't really know where I'm going after this. I was talking to the captain earlier, and he advised me that I figure it out for myself. There will be some time between when we port here, and when the ship will eventually pass by my home. I don't know if I'm going home or not yet, but I'd be happy to stay with you all if you would let me until I figure that out.
Well, Orion. And I walk up and I wrap an arm around him. Do you want to know the most beautiful thing about the Lady Adventure?
I'm sure you've told me 12 different things that are the most beautiful.
This is actually the most beautiful. I don't ever share this one because it's my little secret. But as the Lady Adventure, her adventure never stops. She has no destination. She chases that horizon endlessly. So if you do not feel that your adventure is over, if you need more time to think, well, staying here offers you infinite time and infinite chances to figure it out.
He smiles and yes, I would be happy to accompany you all. For who long, how knows, but that's also part of the fun of it, right?
Ruru, darling, are you going to break my heart?
I don't think I would. I don't think I'm going to. In fact, I was, Casanova?
Reuben?
I trust you a lot. And I mean a lot. I wouldn't do what you said so much if I didn't. I don't know. I just don't think you'd ever steer me wrong, at least on purpose.
Oh.
And the rest of you as well, I don't know. I think I have... When we were about to die, or whatever, we might not have been. I think we might have actually, it's very possible. When we had to at least think about that, and when you were talking about things, and everyone was talking about things and saying things, and I kind of just blurted out I wanted to go home. I've never said that before. And when I said that, I meant, well, back to the ship. Whether or not I consider this a home, or whatever it is, or anything like that, at the very least, I don't know if this is fair to ask. if I did go for a while, would you miss me? Just a little bit? At all?
With every joke that I make, Reuben, there's always a little sprinkle of truth in there. I asked if you were going to break my heart because, yes, I will miss you if you leave. But I won't stop you. It's not within my nature or desire to ever take someone's freedom from them. We are not birds to be caged. The Lady Adventure is my freedom. I want you to have your freedom, Reuben. Be it with the lady, with us, or on your own.
I think I'd miss you. I think I'd miss all of you a lot. I mean, she is forever moving, right? Even if it's not forever, I could get off eventually, and maybe I can get back on. But at the very least, I just want you to know I'd miss you, and I would eventually be back, and even if I don't step off right now, I guess I'd always come back. I'd always send you a letter. Anyone else, if they'd want one. So I guess that's where I am right now. And thank you very much for letting me feel like that.
You know where you are right now, Reuben? I clap a hand on her shoulder. You're home. Welcome home, Reuben. I don't know if anyone's ever said that to you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
You're okay. It's decided then. Casanova crosses his arms. I'll do my best to get all of your rooms to be settled in. I know Ori's going to be staying here as well, I'm sure. And Anatole. I'm not going to advertise that people are allowed to stay on the ship, but, well, if I'm taking in strays, better call this a kennel or something. I wrote a song, I'm running out of metaphors.
At
It was a
that,
very the analogy is still appreciated.
when at the kennel, just to be silly, Kithri will give like a little shin kick.
Ha! Strongest hit of all the small folk, as I said. I should invest in health insurance. Well, I guess that's why Reuben's here. For now.
Hello.
So now what?
We go...
I don't know.
We still gotta drop the rest of them off.
Exactly. And buy you all furniture, I guess? At least
You get
Anatole.
furniture?
You get your own room, Isabel.
I suppose there would be furniture in there.
Isabel, have you ever had a bedroom before?
Well, yes, but not. I haven't stayed in a room with. Usually there's standard furniture in there, or there's not much. It's a barrack.
Gods above, you
You
are
don't-
all terrors.
You have a
It's
bed
okay.
and you have a closet, and that's all that you need to survive.
Isabel, what is one thing you have always wanted?
Out of what? What are the parameters?
An object. A decoration. A piece of furniture. Even soldiers have dreams of better homes.
suppose a nice lantern for the window would be nice.
Well then, we'll get you the finest lantern back at our destination.
Her eyes light up. Lamp.
Hard to say any of us are going home. Already here. So no more going home talk. We're going to our next destination. I think that's rule number 1 for being a permanent resident of the Lady Adventure. Or semi-permanent in Reuben's case. And I pat their head.
Don't make it weird, Casanova.
Am I not allowed to have rules for my own ship, Kiki?
You can have rules, just don't make it weird.
It's already pretty weird.
You're right, Reuben.
Kiki, your girlfriend is literally a living embodiment of ash and fire. While you are water and storms. Do not pretend you are not weird.
Oh, you're fire and water.
I love that.
I love you. Well.
God, that's awesome.
Sorry, that delivery was just
No,
so
it was
good.
perfect.
It was really good.
Well, I have one more
I'm
thing.
glad.
I have one more thing to say to you all then. Thank you all very much for being my friends and changing my life and keeping me alive. And from the bottom of my heart, the deepest depths of my soul, fuck you for filling my boat with people and for making it a home.
I think you're welcome.
I think
I think
yes.
you're welcome, yeah.
You're welcome is the correct thing to say here.
I know what this calls for.
No?
Isabel,
Yes.
grab Kithri.
Wait, what?
Permission to grab you, Kithri.
What?
Sure.
I pick her up.
Good, now she can't run away from the group hug!
Oh.
Oh no.
Reuben, grab Orion. He's not getting out of this.
Orion? Just a little bit? Or
It's okay.
I can control the squish a little bit better if you let me just navigate you in there.
Don't squish the boy.
Yes,
You're
yes.
trying to unsquish the boy. I'll leave my elbows out just a little bit.
This is my revenge. You all want to stay on my fucking boat, I get to make it weird. And he's like squeezing everyone.
I don't know what else we really expected, I'll be honest.
You're right.
There are.
Remind me though,
Oh, please finish.
I don't know, I'd like to at least. But we should give the captain a going away retirement party.
That sounds like a good idea.
If I have to celebrate the old bastard. Well, you know, you are so right. I would love to throw that old coot at the going away party. A get the fuck off my boat party. He will no longer be the captain. What the fuck is his name?
The captain?
Captain.
He can't just be Captain. I'm sorry, I just realized I never learned that bastard's name. He's going to leave, and I'm still going to have to... He's going to leave, and I'm still going to have to call him Captain.
It's Captain Langford Smith Finch.
How do you know that?
because I pay attention to people.
Disgusting.
I'm a
Wrong.
bad subordinate.
Well, that's the thing, Isabel. That's the thing, Baby Bell. You're not his subordinate. You're mine. And I pinch your cheek.
I suppose.
Give me a salute.
Salute.
See? You're doing such a good job. Guess what? That lamp, it just got even shinier.
Mm.
Moth loves the lamp.
She loved the lamp. Wait, can't Orion turn into a lamp?
No?
Yes, you can. Do the thing.
Like my magic thing?
Yeah, do your magic thing.
Okay, for a second I thought you meant like an actual lamp, and I can only do animals.
I also thought you meant an actual lamp. I'm going to be so real. I'm a little bit disappointed, but not enough to not see what you actually can do.
Okay, great.
Just get real
Orion
shiny.
will do his magical girl transformation. He's glowing.
You were
How's-
very shiny.
That's cute. This is cute. I like this.
He's just standing there. He has nothing to do.
I'm imagining the Mabel Gravity Falls like slowly just walking, like just slowly pivoting, just like 360ing slowly, so all the little lights just like,
Mhm,
yeah.
Ooh, lamp.
Isabel, how long do you stare at the Orion lamp?
Until something else catches my attention.
I think we need to let
Amazing.
her have this.
Orion is too socially awkward and anxious to stop it himself, so he's also just like, I guess if she's enjoying it.
I imagine there's like a light poke, but but not with the intent of freaking her out of it, but more of a like, is she really that gone?
Did you need something, Reuben?
No.
Okay.
Just spinning slowly.
I wanna...
Oh.
I lean on Reuben as if they are a part of the wall. What's up?
What's up?
Enjoying the show?
It's a very good show.
Yeah.
Actually,
After
kind of
he-
like, continue.
Oh, no, sorry. If you're still talking to Cass, keep talking.
Oh, it's just like, it's not less of a talking and more of a like, so normally Reuben just kind of stays where, like, they're sitting when the leaning on happens. I think this particular time, head leans on other head.
Yeah!
Besties.
Once Kithri has realized, when Kithri realizes that this is a situation of awkward communicant and awkward communicant can't break the situation, she will. Oh, okay, Orion. I think that's good.
Okay. He'll de-transform. Was it nice?
Very nice.
Always.
Thank you.
Okay. It's kind of normal for me, so my hair and like eyes and stuff just kind of glow. But if it
Yes.
was nice for you all, then that's good.
It was very pretty.
So, how many times have you used that to read at night after your parents sent you to bed?
1, no. 2, I would have dark vision, so I would not need to do that.
Ugh. Boring.
I don't know, I feel like that would have been, like, this would have been too bright for reading.
Yes, it's the whole thing is that it's a lot. It's a lot.
I've realized we've ran out of things to talk about as a group, and we are now bantering. Disgusting.
Yes, I'm not quite sure where to go from here.
I hate all of you. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Amazing.
But
That's a good end.
Yeah.
You love bantering.
No, not right now. No.
Wow. Perfect.
Perfect. There are times in games like D&D where the role of the DM is to facilitate the situation, is to, you know, give you all something to do and make you all deal with some cosmic threat. But I think, going a little meta here for a moment, I think one of the greatest joys someone in that position gets is the moment where they don't have to talk at all. And that was one of those. So thank you all. And you all get inspiration.
Aw.
Wow.
Anyway, Brodingles, I'm gonna fist fight you outside of a fucking Denny's. You made me cry.
You initiated this issue. I was also upset. Oh god.
Mutually assured destruction.
So true.
Bro and I need to play in more
Casanova
games
slash
together.
Sleepy.
That's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
True. Cass/Sleepy was like, "Oh, I will open up the situation for emotional vulnerability," and immediately turned around and saw Bro with their with hands on Reuben's shoulders, going, "Take the shot."
Yeah. So, you have all. First of all, I've taken this moment to kind of go zoom out of the narrative, because I, as your DM, now have to do some admittances. Firstly, you have all made a very important thing true and canon now, which is that Captain Langford Finch will be having a retirement party, and I must consider that. I will have to consider that. We'll see how that goes. However, I'm also going to jump us ahead a little bit. You all have made this sort of admission and have taken some comfort in now being the permanent, semi-permanent, does it even really matter, crew of the Lady Adventure, well past the end of this adventure. And in that time, you all have genuinely pretty much the return journey from here on out to recover, rest, etc. Though I kind of imagine you all have a little bit of concern about that remnant wisp from the explosion. The things that have lied ahead are a little brighter. However, that does not mean that you go this whole time without information and knowledge on what comes next. Firstly, a matter to conclude, Reuben, you have some of the elemental in your fucking water skin.
I forgot.
I did not.
Do that.
I forgot about that.
This is why you take notes as the dungeon master. Which means
my notes?
I need to change the music rule. Well, yes. Yes, Sleepy, the one thing. But yes. So, this part's a little loosey-goosey. I'm gonna give you all chances to get some info, set you all up, and give you a setup for the ending. If that is cool with all.
Yippee.
Yeah.
So, Reuben, on the matter of your thermos,
Yes.
I keep
my
wanting to
Fenton
call it a thermos. It's a water skin. I keep wanting to call it a thermos. It's maybe in
My
this world.
Fenton thermos.
Yeah. Oh my god, it is what that is.
The Fenton water skin. Anyway.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, water skin. Yep. Okay. Cool. Wrote that down. Unironically. Cool. So yes, things you can gather. Now, admittedly, you do not have the most robust science division aboard the Lady Adventure. That was kind of not necessary for the sake of fighting dragons and saving the world. However, you do have Kithri.
Kithri, I scooped up some shit. Sorry.
No, yeah.
See, I didn't write that down, which means I'm gonna go and make the decision that Kithri did not notice Reuben doing that.
Yeah, and all of that, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Also, if I remember, it was a sleight of hand check, so it might be the.
Yeah. It's rather stealthy. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
But yes, Kithri, you are informed one day of Reuben having this thermos of the elemental. I'm gonna keep going with that because it's funny.
Okay. How is it? Has it done anything? Is it just
No, it just seems to be like actually,
okay? Huh. So I think we should check on this. Gonna be honest, I do not want to do this without informing Casanova, because if this goes bad and messes up the ship, I am not dealing with that on the sly.
Very fair.
So yeah, she is going to go get Casanova.
I think for the sake of things, you will inform Cass, and Cass will give opinion at convenience. But
Alright.
yeah, no, you're good.
I mean, we could just, talk along the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that works. I think that works. Yeah.
I did not realize.
No, you're good.
Cass is very knees deep in the water right now.
Yeah.
It's no, but no, but no, I thought about it and it was a quick thought and it was just kind of like okay, if some things are left behind and then we have kind of like this mixed thought about what we can and cannot do and if all of it doesn't get away, it seems like there's a lot happening and it didn't feel both on a practical sense and a little bit on a personal feelings kind of sense. I felt like I needed to take a little so someone who's probably smarter than me in this area could at least think about it.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from. So I do have a lot of I've gained a lot of experience working with these elementals. But I will say I've never really studied it deeply. I'm not sure. So this was after we stopped it, pretty much?
You crawling back into my brain. I believe so.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if hopefully if it's in there. It's hopefully is more inert. There's
Combination.
a couple outcomes here.
Okay.
One, it's pretty much just water now. Charged water, but water. It could be still immensely angry. The part of it that, and because it, it survived some, and it is now very angry. Or maybe it's calmed down.
This might be a weird question.
Yes.
Do you think that something like this, right, that can kind of like be separated, I guess? Do you think if the big part can think if you separate it, does that part think differently or do they think together?
That? Huh. That's a really interesting question.
Like, would they feel the same? Would they know that they're separate? Do they reconnect? I guess I'm wondering what's the difference in entity at that point.
Permission to intrude on the scene.
Permission given. We were walking in your direction.
Casanova comes out of the bathroom. And goes, oof. Oh, hey Ruru, hey Kiki. Oh, you got your water skin on ya. Not to be gross, but I just sort of drained the pipes. You mind if I have a sip?
Why not? This is an elemental.
What?
Reuben apparently gathered a bit of the thunderstorm elemental after we had defeated it and before things went kaboom.
Oh. Ruru, honey, darling, dearest, why would you do that?
I thought it might be important. Genuinely speaking, this is kind of an anomaly that exists within our world, and I think somebody who's smarter than me should be able to study it to a certain degree. I didn't really feel right either on a practical sense or a scientific sense or really any sense to not let somebody at least look at it.
I respect your logic and reasoning.
I know, it makes sense. The biggest concern right now is, well, we are curious as to the state of it.
I'm scared to see what happens if we open that bottle.
That is why we were seeking out you. It's your ship.
Well,
we open it. She will reiterate her 3 comment before, but it's either going to be completely inert, or it will be inert, it will be chill, or it will be pissed.
Well, only makes sense to do it in a place that's meant to hold an elemental. Basement Sun might be getting a roommate.
I don't want to put Basement Sun in undue risk.
I don't want to do it outside and that somehow lets it grow. I would feel much more comfortable doing it somewhere where we know we can contain it.
Okay.
The elemental engine is made for stuff like this.
Maybe we can temporarily move Basement Sun a little bit. And, if possible, we trust Basement Sun. Basement Sun's good.
Basement Sun's good? If Basement Sun... I don't know if the ship will fall to the ground if Basement Sun leaves the engine room. I'm not a science
that's
guy.
a legitimate question. That is a legitimate question.
Kiki, do you know?
Would I know?
Uh,
What
you
would I know,
think?
DM?
Yeah. The best way to put this is you probably want to keep Basement Sun in the engine. It could probably has enough power from Basement Sun being there to keep you afloat for like a little bit, like an hour or two, but it's like just not worth the risk, you know? As for a place to contain that, you probably know that the engine room, in theory, could have materials you need to like contain something much smaller than Basement Sun, you
Yeah,
know?
that was my
Like,
idea.
Okay, so like a secondary containment thing would definitely work.
Yeah, the idea was that the basement room was made to hold the basement room, the engine room is made to hold elementals, so we should open it up in there rather than outside where it could escape.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes
I see,
sense.
I see. Yeah, should we inform the captain that there might be a slight jolt in the ship's running?
It'll be fine.
I will say yes, but I'll also say it in the "and you do so" kind of way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like just more in the me asking the rest, like the other two, like, are we going to say we talked to the captain about this, or are we just going to let everyone be surprised and something happens?
I like surprises. Retirement party.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we go to the engine room to cautiously open Reuben's wineskin.
As you open the water skin, the water kind of coalesces. I'm going to send you an image, but no, it's not quite accurate. Older editions had these creatures that were lightning methods. And they look like
Oh,
these.
silly!
Oh.
I'm putting that on the stream. Oh my goodness!
So imagine something kind of like this, but a wee bit smaller and a wee less menacing looking. And it just like the little forks of lightning are much like almost thinner to the point of non-existence. It's almost just sort of like a cloud with like the little forks and lump, you know?
I reach a finger out to
And
pet it.
it doesn't do anything to that. It's just sort of like okay.
I like you a lot more than your big brother.
She's gonna. I mean, it's thunderstormish, so she's gonna try to communicate with it again using what was it? Aquin? Because it's
Yeah.
and just kind of like, hey, little buddy, how are you doing?
You get back a mix. It sounds like some words are in Aquan and other words are a little off. You're able to get the intended meaning, but like you have to put in a little effort in the translation, you know? Basically, it is speaking a broken mix of Aquan and Orion, the air language.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But what it gets across is just kind of like, oh, I don't know, what do you know? But then after a few moments of kind of questioning that, it then just kind of it gets your attention and just kind of like points in a direction.
Oh.
You realize it's pointing basically what you would all call forward in this moment.
Oh. Do you want to show us something?
Shakes its head no.
Oh. Do you need us to go over here?
And shakes its head no.
Is that where the rest of you is?
Heavy yes.
Oh!
That's not
Well,
great.
I was gonna say, Cass speaks Aquan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not used to being the one out of the loop here.
Oh,
Ruru?
little dude says that the rest of it is in a that way direction.
AKA, there's a big storm coming.
Mm.
And then it kind of yaps again, but basically, it is talking about the other creature in the third person. Like, it is a separate creature, but it's talking as though it knows more about it. It is separated, but it has awareness of the other half, you know?
Can you tell it to not bother us?
Mm-mm. Shakes its head no.
Is there like... Okay, so...
Mm-hmm. Becca, you had... I think, Becca, you cut out. Not hearing you.
between sections? Like, on a, you know... An equivalent of, like, a PA system?
I would think so. There's like some sort of PA system equivocal, yeah.
Essentially, Kithri would like Orion to bring a map.
Understood.
I can bring a map.
I really love
Quickly,
the idea that we all
Orion,
just scream Orion's name real loud.
Alright!
Oh, but yes.
Get a map!
Okay.
Orion, you make your way in and you see this strange thing. And
Wink,
Reuben's
wink.
empty water skin.
Hi.
Hi, that's not normal.
We got a baby.
We do have a baby.
This is basement
I
baby.
see that. Okay. You needed a map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. She's gonna unroll it. Is the place we are heading to, like, clearly marked on this map?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
all of our
Essentially,
calculations and stuff are on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey buddy.
Yeah.
Are you able to indicate whereabouts you think the big guy is?
You hear it like hum in thought. And then after a second he goes, and then it nods. But then it like looks around for something. And I imagine this entrance is like a gear, like a little screw or something. And
Yeah.
it grabs the screw. And it just points at the screw and says, ah? And then like lifts its arms up and makes a scary face.
Yeah. That's the big guy.
Nods. Puts it here. Finds another screw. I think this one's like a bolt, not a screw. So there's like a slight difference in the shape, you know? And it was like, eh? And then it points at the ship.
It's fucking with another ship, ain't it?
It nods, but then kind of grabs one more, maybe like a bolt, a nut, like a little circle thing, and then it just meh, and then points
Washer,
down.
sorry.
A washer, yeah, and points down, kind of being like, "And this one is us," you know.
Mm-hmm. You're
So
a
it
smart
puts
guy.
them in order, where it puts the washer, does a little thumbs up, puts the washer, puts the boat, and then puts the big guy, and the big guy and the other boat are very close, and the washer's a ways behind. And he does this very close to your destination, pointedly.
Just rubs his face. You know, technically we broke this thing out. We should probably help whatever poor sap that is.
Yeah.
Yes. Or at the very least, it's close to town.
I got an idea. Hey, little guy, basement baby. Wait, what's up, Ruru?
Well, I was just gonna ask, I guess it's basement baby now?
Mm-hmm.
Babe, before, the big guy just wanted to get out, but do you know what they want now?
Nods.
Can
And-
you tell someone?
In the broken Aquan, you basically get the idea of people hurt it, it wants to hurt them.
Yep, that's what I
Oh.
thought. Alright,
We gotta go fast.
basement baby?
Huh?
You clearly hold no animosity towards us, right? You're hungry, right? You eat power and you make power, just like an elemental engine creature does, right? Well, I think Basement Son could use a little brother. And if you help us out, you got a free ride here with us, buddy. All the power you can eat and generate.
Nod, nod, nod.
You up for that deal?
Nod.
High five, little guy. And hold out a hand.
You get high five back, but it is the feeling of like the little numbness you feel when you like touch something electric.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Like when you get a vibe. When you know, like the massage guns.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you put them somewhere, and yeah, that's what you feel.
Awesome. All right. Well, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this and go let the captain know that we need to speed things along.
Well, that's what we got this new guy for. Basement Baby's gonna give us some more juice.
That's great.
While you're heading up, can you let Isabel know to talk to the other marshals?
Fuck, you're right. Baby Bell!
You called.
Code
Or
Alpha.
we can just do that.
Which one is that again?
It's the one where you tell all the... You go, Kiki.
The big nasty elemental thunderstorm? It's going after a boat. We're gonna go help it.
Understood.
Tell the rest of your sort, we're gonna be, doing some fighting.
Are you getting it confused with the code Beta?
There's a lot of codes.
Yeah. That's the booze code.
Road.
Wouldn't this be code E for elemental?
No, it's code Alpha for get all of the marshals ready to go. Code E is for if somehow pigs learn to fly and finally turn against us.
It's a very specific code. I will go alert everyone.
Well, yeah, you have to get through the entire Greek alphabet, then go into the. But yes.
Oh, don't even get me started about the pirate rules. There's like 11 billion of those.
I'll kill you.
The pirate code is long and true. And with that, I have one last little scene for you all before we say goodnight. I know we have hit 3 hours, but technically we pre-showed, so I'm gonna like do this for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, take your 2 minutes.
Okay, let me get the new music.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So, you can go.
You and your Ruined King.
I know, it's so fitting for this campaign.
You and your League of Legend.
Ew. Anyway, I've ruined a king. Wait, I've never League of Legends is where I was going. Anyway, so sleepy. I'm so sorry.
For what?
However, nothing.
Huh?
You all, I'm imagining for the bit here, well, not even for the bit, just in matter of like certainty, the captain, upon hearing that this is happening, is definitely using like the ship equivalent of message and like light signs and things to be like, hey, is anyone out there? Anyone try and talk to us? Basically sending out a like, not a we're in danger, but like, hey, are you in danger? Message if needed type beat, you know, like basically holding an open, doing an open channel to anything else in the skyway. And eventually, maybe not even that day, maybe a day or so later, as you guys keep moving through, you get a response from a ship, and you hear Casanova, a very familiar voice on the other end, the voice of Captain Squall, who says, effectively, hello, is this the is this the Lady Adventure?
Yeah, this is Lady Adventure. Casanova speaking. Squall?
Oh, hi, Cass. And you hear behind them someone just go, "What the hell is that?"
Fuck.
I noticed that there was an open signal for if help was necessary. Yes, the answer is very much yes.
Let me guess. Big dragon made of lightning and thunder and water and death.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
Our tail. There's been a thundercloud following us for days. We just thought we kept beating a storm. Then that storm turned around and grew arms. We're about a days out from mainland. We have to keep moving forward or else we get consumed by that thing, but I'm worried that we're dragging it along with us.
Is there any way you can veer off course? Let us know which direction you're going, diagonal, and we'll match you.
I will try my best, but I don't know how long the controls are going to hold out when this thing has the power to short-circuit everything.
Well, that's why we're on our way.
Okay.
I'll explain more later. I just need you to try.
I'll do my... And you hear the sound of a lightning crash.
Fucker!
The captain just kind of goes, if that thing's aiming properly, I don't think they're going to get the chance to try and steer off course.
Then drive faster. Squall? Come in, Squall!
Hey, Bride, have to forward.
Damn it. Just hang in there, man. We're coming!
And the next thing you hear over the thing is, you hear him say, "Got it," the sound of an arrow being loosed, and a very familiar roar.
Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck.
There's a beat where I imagine everyone heard this. This was like the thing you've all been waiting for, so all ears were huddled around that. And then the captain just, in a moment, they're gonna have to land home. They're gonna have to go home. If their navigation stuff gets shot, that's like all they got, is the straight shot home.
Well, then we have to move.
I'll move it as fast as we can, but I'll also try and as many people on board as possible, yes. I think if this is gonna go the way I imagine it is, everyone get yourselves ready. We got hopefully less than a day to get there, but realistically a day. There's still a bit ahead of us. But when we get there, I have a feeling that we're gonna have to be ready for a fight.
Repairs can come later. We got a new thing in the engine. Working double time. Go as fast as we can. We'll be close enough to home that even if we crash, we'll land in the water.
Makes sense to me. We
I can
land.
help with those calculations.
Excellent. Thank you, Orion. We land. Either that thing is already docked, in which case, well, to be frank, then we have a battleground, or we have just enough time to try and set up some defenses. One way or another, I think this fight's hitting the mainland.
Can we reach out and let them know?
Plan to.
Okay.
Wasn't exactly how I planned to end things, but tell you what, we get through this, we save our home, and I don't know what you all get for saving that twice, but I promise you it'll happen. You already saved the world once. What's one more go, right?
Just keep us moving, Cap. You're about to have one hell of a fucking retirement party. Fireworks and all.
Sounds good. And you kind of see that there's a little smile on his face at that he gets one more adventure, you know? as he sprints off, the others just kind of... I think it's Cinnabar who speaks up first. It's just... When we get there, the captain's gonna have to focus on, well, the ship. So... Whatever you guys decide to do, let us know. We'll help how we can, okay?
Well then. And I kind of put my hands on my hips. As the owner of the Lady Adventure, that puts me a ring above the captain. We ain't in war anymore. This is a battle. So if I'm giving the orders, what the hell are you all waiting around for? Get ready for battle!
And the crew all do so. And I think, on that note, we will leave things for next time.
I don't get why you apologize to me.
Yeah.
My boyfriend.
Yeah.
He said I'm sorry as he dropped him in the text chat, and I was like, oh.
I didn't see the text chat drop.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for coming to episode 5 of The Long Way Home. I am so sorry I had to nosedive that beautiful moment of bonding with Finale setup, but next, be here with us in 2 weeks where we see the conclusion of this adventure for the crew of the Lady Adventure. I say this one because if all goes well, there may be more that they get to go on after this. So, with that in mind, in the wise words of our usual stream host, do not forget, everyone, to drink water and take care of yourself, because you're worth it. Goodbye!
Bye!